You don't really think of power tools when you think of sewing, but today we are going to power through some fabric. Many layers of fabric all at once. So you're probably here because you're wondering, should I buy an electric rotary cutter? So in this video, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you how to use the electric rotary cutter, safety precautions you need to take, and we're going to cut some fabric too. First, I'm going to try to cut through 8 layers of fabric, and then I'm going to try cutting through 16 layers of fabric. How do you think it's going to go? So by the end of this video, you'll be able to decide whether you want to buy one of these or not. Let's get to it. So here is my electric rotary cutter. There's lots of different brands out there, but they're all basically the same. You're gonna notice this one is cordless. I do recommend a cordless one. If you do go for this, that cord will get caught in the way sometimes. So you're also going to notice that the blade on here is not round. Look at this, it's got little points on it. And that's so it can cut through many, many layers of fabric. One really cool thing is that it comes with a built-in sharpener. So you just push this in while you're running the blade, and it's going to sharpen the blade here for you. How cool is that? And this metal plate on the bottom keeps the blade off of the table, so you don't need any special kind of mat. You can just do this on any flat surface. And so when you're using it, it's going to keep the blade off of the surface, and then this metal plate is going to be under your fabric. All of these should have a safety switch on them, so when you are not using it, this should always be locked because you don't want to accidentally hit the lever on the bottom and have the blade go off when you're not using it. This tool can be very dangerous if you are not careful with it. Speaking of being careful, when you are using the electric rotary cutter, you really want to get a chainmail glove for the hand that you're going to be using to hold down the fabric. Now these come in different sizes, and you really want to get one. Don't skip on this because I don't want you missing any fingers. You need all of those fingers to sew. Now let me show you how to use it. First thing we're gonna do, because we're going big, we're gonna cut through 8 layers of fabric. If you're enjoying this video, make sure you like and subscribe to Sewing Anastasia and hit that notification bell so you know when those new videos come out. And if you'd like to improve your sewing skills, make sure you check out my online sewing courses and Pattern of the Month Club. Links for those are down below in the description. Now let's get back to cutting that fabric. So let's check out our fabric here. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers of quilting cotton here. So you can use this just going around the outside of your pattern, but I'm going to be cutting out some scrunchies today for class. So I'm going to chalk out a 3-inch wide rectangle. So I'm going to chalk this 3-inch wide rectangle down these 8 layers of fabric. I have all the layers lined up. So now I have a line to follow while I'm cutting. I've also weighted the other side of the fabric down here because I don't want it to move while I'm cutting it. Just make sure you keep your weight away from your blade. It's time to do it. Let's see if this can cut through all 8 layers. So I'm going to make sure that all 8 layers of my fabric here are on top of this metal plate here, because we want that to be right under. So I have it lined up right where I want to start. And now I'm going to release my safety. So I'm going to pull that back, and now my little trigger is on the bottom. Let's just do a couple inches of it. So you can see how smooth this is. I'm not pushing down on it, I'm just guiding it. And so we have this metal glove on because we're going to keep our hand over here. And it's getting caught on something. Okay. We did it. 8 layers of fabric, just like that. Look at how clean that cut line is. It cut through those 8 layers like butter. So it cut through 8 layers real easy, but now it's time to cut through 16 layers and see how it takes it. I know you've been waiting for this. So I'm gonna take my fabric and fold it in half so that way we have 16 layers, and I'm gonna cut out another batch of scrunchies. Okay, and I'm gonna weight it down at the end of my table so it doesn't go anywhere. These ones I'm gonna make 4 inches wide. There's my cutting line. I'm going to weight down this side. Here we go, all 16 layers. And remember, we don't wanna lose any fingers, so make sure you put it under the fabric first before you release the safety. And now, let's do it. Let's go for it. safety on and put it down. And look at that. Butter, I tell you, butter. 16 layers just like that. It's amazing. That went so well. I'm really curious what 32 layers is like. Should we do it? Let's do it. Let's cut 32 layers of fabric. So I'm folding this over again so we get those 32 layers. And now I'm going to draw a line for another batch of scrunchies. This is so thick that even my weight is tilted. Let's give it a go. I'm not even sure if this is going to work. What? Heck yeah. Easy peasy. Do you believe it? That was incredible. It was no big deal for that electric rotary cutter. 32 layers. Like that. This thing works really, really well. I can't believe it cut through these 32 layers of fabric. So if it can cut through 32 layers of quilting cotton, I think it can cut through just about anything. So the question is, do you have a use for this in your sewing room? Do you have a bunch of pieces of fabric that you need to cut out? Maybe you're getting ready for a craft fair. Maybe you want to make 10 of the same skirt because you love it, it's your favorite. Maybe you're working with heavy fabric, a denim, a twill, and you just want to get that super smooth, precise cut. Well, that electric rotary cutter might be your new best friend. I know I love having one for my sewing room. I don't use it for every project, but there are definitely projects where it comes in handy. And if you want to find out more about the one I'm using today, just check out the link down below in the description. This video is not sponsored at all. I just think this is a really cool tool that I think you guys should know about. If there are any other sewing tools you guys want me to review or check out, leave it down below in the comments and I would be more than happy to. Thanks so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today. If you have any questions about using that electric rotary cutter or what projects to use it on, yada yada, leave it down below in the comments and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to Sewing Anastasia. And don't forget, you can come on into the design studio and take classes with me, or you can take them online now. So check out the links for that down below. And Pattern of the Month Club, if you have not checked this out yet, check it out. You can join me for the virtual sewing circle once a month. It's so fun. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest for inspiration, and TikTok, and all the other socials. That way we can stay connected and creative together. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.